Go over with old ones with dice. And gosh, today we're talking about Zeo Genesis. It is a 32, 28 millimeter scale mecha game written by Andy Chambers with the lore from Thorpe. I've been following Zeo Genesis since Adepticon 2024, where I got a demo game in. This year at Adepticon, I was really eager to go to their booth and see where they were with the game. I made a deal with Daniel Block, one of the founders of Best Hobby, who's releasing the game. He was able to get me the STL file, so we can hopefully get a battle together, and that's what we're doing today. I'll put a link to a couple other channels that have talked about the lore and kind of the theme of the game. Today we're going to concentrate more on the gameplay. We're going to kind of struggle through the rules. We've played around a little bit with it, but we're still going to be doing a lot of referencing to, like, wait, what does that do again? So
and I thoroughly read the rules.
You read
cover to cover, every page.
I put Post-it notes on the rule book for the key pages. So yeah, so join us as we try to figure this game out. Not that it's complicated, it's just it has some really unique mechanics, which I like. But there's definitely going to be mistakes in here. But I'm hoping you're going to get a good overall view of like how the gameplay works. And I guess let's get to it.
Let's go.
All right.
All right. So today I'm taking the Pact Crisis units. Their special army rule is energy armor bonus, which allows me to cancel the effect of a combat dice before canceling any other hits if I choose. Yep. So for the first unit I'm taking is an Amaroq Master Rig Zeo form. Taking the veteran pilot stat line with a Hive Stream gun and a King Lance with combat blades and Warper. The next unit I'm taking is Bokujin Shepherd and 2 Bokugeo gun buddy drones and a Boku Warper drone. 2 of those as well. With my last unit, I am taking the Marksman with an Easy Lance and E-Shield with a Discus Grenade.
All right. So today I'm going to be taking the other half of what will become the 2-player starter set, the Guard Corps Enforcement. That's going to include 2 Stormer Zeos. One of them is going to be my leader. He's going to be armed with the Gulo Assault Rifle. He's also going to have the Zeo Hunter special skill. The second one, I'm going to take a experienced pilot. He's going to have the Brutus Quad Shot and the Crate V Knife. He will also have Zeo Hunter, but he's going to have, oh no, he does not. The leader will also have Melee Specialist because he has the knife. Next unit is going to be supports. I'm going to take the Tactical Auditor, armed with the SAC 41 personal defense weapon. They have the Hacker skill along with Team Leader. Their team will be made up of a pair of troopers armed with the SAR 79 rifle and vibroblades. I'm also going to be taking the Drone Ops, armed with the SAC 41 personal defense weapon, along with they will be have 2 Hyene drones, the dog-looking drones with a gun on their back. Those drones are armed with vibroblades and an SAC-53 carbine. I think we decided we're going to go with that very first scenario. Luckily, I have little tabs in here so I can find all the scenarios.
That's what's up.
So, go with front lines. Opposing forces are deployed against one another, intent on seizing control of a broad front in direct confrontation, pitting strength against strength. Reinforcements will soon be on their way, so any gains must be made quickly. Quick reaction teams will be on site in minutes to stabilize the front lines wherever they lie. So we're going to have 3 objectives across the middle of the board. The first one, let's go with the white tokens. Basically just these objectives roughly even, you think?
Yeah, looks all right.
All right. Due to time pressure, each player will only be able to take one regroup action. So it's going to limit how many total actions we're going to have. So the supports are all going to activate once, plus whatever impetus we use on them, and the stormers are going to get 4 total activation points. No special rules. Game ends when we lose force cohesion. So what did you determine? Did you determine how much force cohesion you have?
No, actually, I didn't count it up yet.
We'll have to count that up because I have to look at mine too. Because it's 4 plus whatever is on the stats. Victory, the game ends early. The side with complete battlefield control is the winner. So if you control all the objectives, otherwise the player with the most secured objectives at the end of the game wins the scenario. Or as any game, if an opponent loses full cohesion.
So it's full total plus 4?
Yeah. Well, it's 4. Yeah, your full total plus 4. I have to do my math, figure out how many I have.
I have 12.
Well, you want a D20?
No, these will work.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm going to go to D20. How many? You said you have 16 of
I
them?
have 12.
12 total?
Yeah, because my Amaroq has 6, plus 1 for my Bokujin, and then plus 1 for my marksman.
So I got 7, 9, 11, and then whatever. 14.
Plus 4?
Or
is that including?
That's including the plus 4.
So you got 2 more than I do.
14. Well, that's okay, because you got the big ass freaking Mac. I got these little tiny guys.
Yeah.
With their little tiny guns, and you've got that big ass.
My
whatever.
big deal. Although I think he's probably got the same amount of hit points as you do.
He does. He's just got that stupid gun.
Yeah, that gun's not bad.
That gun's pretty cool.
They're both pretty good. So.
All right, roll off for
deployment.
Yeah. Assume you're fine with that side of the board.
Yep. No need to change it now.
3.
That is a 9, sir.
All right.
So I get to deploy first?
Yeah.
Okay. Whale sheet. What's my deployment zone? How far off the edge?
Go back and look in the book. Front lines deployment zone. 9 inches from the center board. So that's that'll work. So 9 inches from the board edge.
9 inches.
So it should be roughly
from
18.
this edge.
Yeah. It should be 8. The board should be roughly 18 to the center.
So 9 inches off of this edge.
Yep.
Okay. This might be a big hoopla. Might be a bad idea, but let's do that. Now, do I deploy all my dudes or just one at a time? Is it alternating?
I told you we were going to have to read the rules here. All right.
I totally read them all.
You just don't remember them.
No, I didn't read any of them, not gonna lie.
All right, it was in here. Ending the game. Where was that? It was in scenarios. Right there, setting up the game. Choose forces, set up terrain, determine scenario, place objectives. Play force, roll a die. First player goes first during deployment, placing the first model and gets the first turn during the battle. Sometimes scenarios will assign the role of first player. Alternate placing models in accordance to their scenario's deployment rules.
Yeah.
So it's alternating.
Go for it?
Yeah. No special rules.
Okay.
So what did you put out? Wait, I got the camera. I can see where you're hiding stuff. Okay.
This is his way of cheating.
It's not cheating. You hide stuff behind buildings. I can't see them.
Yeah, you do the same.
I do. So 9 inches forward, huh? 1 inch beyond that. We're going on a
Tape measure.
Well, this is 8. All right. I did not mark, the model should have facings marked. I don't think you marked any facings.
I did not.
So we
mark
have to
any
keep rough
facings.
ideas. Like there's a rear arc. And I can just go off the heads for now, I think.
Okay, I am placing this with the idea that because this is true line of sight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna have to put in, I think,
Oh, you're going to hide him. Okay.
yeah, I don't want him to be a giant glowing target first turn.
It's going to be a giant glowing target. Okay. 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 Okay.
And that is my side.
Cool. Yeah, we're not going down this hallway. Okay. We're good. All right, so we are deployed. All right, you get first kill.
First kill. Don't you mean first activation?
It is first activation.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take aim.
Wait, who?
This dude
Okay,
can
so
take aim,
he's gonna do an aimed shot. Okay.
and then he's going to shoot right into that guy.
Okay.
So he has the AZ Lance. AZ Lance. What else does he has? He has a Zeo Hunter. What does Zeo Hunter
I
do?
believe that gets you either an extra die or re-roll.
I think
I
it's
know that is on
rerolls.
page 64 because
Yeah.
I've memorized where
Page
these,
64.
but I got it tabbed right here. Zeo Hunter. A Zeo Hunter targets a Zeo 4 model. It can re-roll any dice that fail to hit. Ooh. Or the combat die, if
dice.
desired.
So he's got 2 dice for the AZ Lance. 16 inches only though. But might not be
Unlimited
able to do
range
that.
on aimed fire.
Oh. very
Unless it
cool.
specifically says.
Yep, nope. It's got full AZ 16 inches, -1 armor modifier dice. So what's your target?
5 up.
5 up, and that is 2.
2 with a special combat die of a 3.
Which does 3 is reduce force cohesion of the target's unit by 1.
All right. So I've got what am I trying to beat on that? On the weapon?
8.
Trying to beat 8?
And then this is a -1 dice. If you haven't
Okay.
already.
Nope, I haven't. So I got 3. Knocked out 3.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice. You made your saves this
the
time.
first and only time I'll make my saves this entire game.
So that's 1 from him. He's activated once. And then I think that's my dude.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his activation.
Oh, really? All right. So I have to figure out who I'm. So he is activated. And you took his token off.
Yep.
All right. I put little tokens by my guys to indicate whether they've activated or not. Wait a minute. Elevation. Did you factor in? Because you are taller than me.
Oh, I was supposed to get a +1 to hit. Doesn't matter
Is it
because
plus one die? Okay.
no, it's -1 to your target,
Okay. So it would have been. So you would
So
have
it
been
would've
hit
been
on 4
4.
ups. Okay.
which I hit both of my shots.
Okay.
Makes no difference.
Okay. So I
So
have to keep that in mind for next.
yep.
So all right. So if I move. Tape measure. Move that. So I'm trying to see if I can move up there to get within range. So I'm going to move. All right. So that puts me here 6 inches. 6 inches will put me here in the base contact with an objective. And now there's a jack shotgun staring in your face.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. As soon as you declare, I'm gonna use my action to react to your.
Use one of your. Go ahead, say it. What are they called? Oh, which one? No, he already used one.
Oh, he can't use that other one to do a reaction.
Oh, does he have multiple actions?
He's got 2 actions.
Oh, does he? I thought most of the supports only had one.
Yeah, activation.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He can.
Activation 2.
Okay.
And I was saving this one so he could move his 6 inches. Can I see the tape measure?
Yeah.
So I'm going to move
How do you know he's going to shoot at him?
6 inches. Revenge.
Right.
So he's gonna come and hang out on the stairs, out
So-
of line of sight.
Now, wait a minute. He
Maybe.
can't be sideways. Let me get a shot in the back.
What? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that in there. No, he falls down the stairs. Your armor's too big.
There's some blue tack on the wall there if you want to hang him sideways across on the side of the building. So he's like partially down the steps, though.
That's the idea, yeah.
And you think that'll get you out of line of sight?
I think so.
That works.
Because it should be like right there. Boom. That's a good idea with the poster tack. I mean, you can still shoot.
I'm not sure if that's kosher. I don't know if I can change my target.
You should reference that really quick.
Say, I don't.
Oh, it does say it fizzles out.
Yes,
There
I
was
think
a passage
I think
that-
it fizzles out.
Yeah.
So he's going to have one action left.
That does remove my last action for him. So if he does anything else, he's on impetus.
Impetus. All right, so I've used up one of my actions. So that goes back to you.
Back to me.
I have an objective.
I don't think that will put me in. How was that? Okay. So if I move 1, because I can move, shoot, right?
Yes. Well, you can do it any combination,
But I can do move,
Yep.
shoot.
which is what I did with
So
my
move,
Stormer. Yep.
and then 6 up and 2 over. So move. I got to be in base contact to take that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then that's going to be 1 activation. And he's going to shoot this thing with the Hive Stream. This is the big daddy.
The giant gun is going to
Yeah.
shoot at my poor little Stormer.
Oh, poor little Stormer.
I don't think
The poor guy. Oh no. Okay, so Hive Stream, EM Chaff. I get 3 dice, -2 to target, -2 to armor dice, blast 2, saturate, and system down. So basically, I can ignore cover.
Okay.
So 3 dice. Is that what I said? Plus the action dice. So Hive Stream is 3 dice
So he's going to be, all right.
on 4s.
Yes.
3.
Starting at a 5.
So 5, 4, 3.
Yep.
Because this is a -2 to target.
So it goes down to a 3, and then you got elevations of 2s.
So 2s.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's going to all hit.
And what's your bonus?
My bonus is 7. Target suffers 1 system down burn.
Okay.
That is a 7, right? Yeah.
Yep. All right. Now, does it modify my armor?
Yes, by 2.
By 2, so I get 3 dice on my armor. See if I can save a couple of those. What did I need to beat? Probably more than a 6.
Sorry, hold on 1 second.
6, right?
7. No,
No, probably 8.
7. Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. So you all 3 went through. So I will take a wound. Well,
A defense.
I will take a defense down. So his defense, it's actually not bad. Starts at a 3. He's going down to a 2. And I'm going to use the red die. Specify that on the base. He's got 2 left.
Okay.
And then what was it? It was a defense down? Or system down?
System down, yes.
Okay, what do we want to write? So what do I want to use for a system down? What tokens are you not using?
Dark blue. But if you have, like, your army rule allows you to circumvent.
Oh, that's right. I do have some weird.
If you made any of the saves, you can negate
I
this.
made none.
Then you can't even negate it.
Impact weapons.
Impact, yeah.
Is it impact?
This one is an impact weapon. But
I did not make.
Yeah, so energy. Nope. Yep, energy. Hive
All
stream
would have
is
been.
energy.
if I had gotten any of the saves, I could have gotten rid of the
And then
combat die.
I also gave this weapon also gives you a system down of inhibit.
Okay.
So does that mean that you're -2 now to your target /
Wait, what does it say?
So a system down debuffs your speed, target, and something else I can't remember.
So the weapon automatically gives one?
Yes, but it gives the inhibit, right? So if you had inhibit
No, it's just
protection-
different. So no, I don't. I can help get rid of. So basically, because you can't take 2 system downs,
you can't take 2 system down.
the second one becomes a defense down.
Oh,
So basically, you've done 2 damage to me.
yes. Okay. All right. Cool.
So it's one of the few, because usually you can only do 1 damage, but
Yep.
this is one of the cases you get to do.
I thought because other things in this system stack
Yeah.
are cumulative, so I thought that maybe system downs you could stack a couple of different ones to get even higher debuffs. Would be interesting.
Now, before you do that, though, I'm going to do a reaction.
Okay. Is that I'm gonna get the hell out of the way reaction? Because saturate and blast also negate cover. Just letting you know that you would have to.
No, I was going to shoot you in the face with the quad barrel shotgun.
Yeah, bring it on, dude.
Just because I want to get a chance to shoot my quad barrel shotgun in your face.
Yeah, and I'm pretty close too, so.
Yeah, 9
I don't
inches.
know if that matters.
It's a 9-inch range on it.
Okay.
So let me find that again. Where'd it go? I really did print up a lot of these, didn't I? I don't know how I printed up 7 copies of the same sheet, but
Hey, you just wanted to make sure you had the information on hand.
I did.
That way, no matter what page you flip to, it's the one you need.
Or it's not the page. What the hell did I do with it?
My dude has 6 armor dice.
That's okay. I'm gonna roll like. Where'd it go? Pack, gun dancers, whatever. There are some cool. I would say there are some cool Zeos in some of their other. There we go. So it's going to do the quad shot. It's going to be 5. It's going to be 5 dice. Snapshot only. It is a cone.
It's a quad shotgun. How do you get 5 shots out of 4 barrels?
Well, that's right. It is. Oddly enough, the single barrel is 4 dice. So
that's also weird.
that is. Okay, so we've got 5 dice. What am I hitting you on?
You are hitting target 7+.
7 plus. I got 5 dice. And we've got, whoa, 5.
Dang, you hit
5 hits.
all of them.
Now I have to look, what is,
Where's your combat dice?
I don't know. It's a 6.
Not bad. All right. I am saving against. What's your damage?
Damage is 6. Impact 6.
1, 2, 3. I take 3. So I take 1 defense.
Now wait, hang on. I have to look up that weapon type because there's something special about weapon special rules because it's got cone. Oh, okay, it would have been -2 to hit you.
Well,
So
you hit
would-
everything
anyway, so it doesn't
so-
make a difference, and I don't think it does anything to the arms. That's what I forgot because it's easier to hit with the big shotgun blast. But I still hit you with everything, and then you negated
3.
3 of them. So you got rid of the 3.
So
So
I
you could
did take. Yep.
and then whatever 6 is.
6 is going to be, if it's like mine, it's going to be a system down.
Probably, I think it's technically it's going to be a no. Oh wait, what did I roll? 6.
Yep.
You are pushed. Oh, that's not double your height though. You are pushed 5 inches away from the attacker.
Okay.
So you get pushed again, pushed out off there. You get thrown off. Okay, actually, that's kind of cool. All right.
That is pretty good. A nice little pushback.
Actually, that was kind of that's cinematic.
All right. My
You
turn.
should have him do a little backflip off there.
Oh, you think this is some kind of John Woo movie?
Why not? Why not? All right, so that would be. Now I get to activate.
Oh yeah, that was my activation, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to, because I control that. So I'm going to do,
Now does it move around with you?
no, it stays there. You can try to grab it. If you get a
Oh,
model
I
there,
see, I
you can flip
see.
it back over to you.
Okay. Okay. So when you take an objective,
Mm-hmm.
what does that specifically do?
I believe we'll have to look at it when you do a regroup. I believe it affects the opponent's.
But we can only do one regroup
Right.
for this scenario. Is there something that it does in this scenario specifically when you grab it?
If you have all of them, it's the end of the game, and at the end of all the activations are done,
Yeah.
then whoever has the most tokens wins.
Okay.
If it has them in a sudden death by somebody grabbing all of them or a cohesion loss.
Okay.
So the mechanic, yeah. So a cohesion loss, which we talked about, is like the health points of the whole army.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is if you take one of these, do I take a hit to my cohesion right away?
No, I don't believe right away. I think there's some. We'll have to look at when you do the regroup. I think there's something when you do the regroup.
Like I said, the reason that I was asking is because we only get one regroup,
right,
instead of more than one. So maybe this scenario has it hit us.
because I have a
faster.
feeling as quick as this one's going to go, because there are only 2 sets of activations.
Right.
I don't think we're going to table either of those.
Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, so your turn.
It is. So I am going to activate this model. He's going to go. Oh, he's going to go right there. Again. And then tape measure. Do I have 12 inches from him to that target?
Which target?
Your drone up there.
Yeah, I would say you do.
Okay. So I take a snapshot with a single barrel from the Brutus quad shotgun.
Well, I'm gonna shoot back then.
Okay.
So this is no, this is a warper drone. So you're going to have to shoot through obscure.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hit you with a rip pistol. Back.
Oh,
So
well, actually, I shouldn't say that because you could actually kill me because I only have one.
rip pistol, 3 dice, 12 inches.
Mhm.
System down if I do well. So I got that, and then that. So 3 dice. I'm hitting on 5.
Mm-hmm.
I did not hit any of the times, sir.
Well, it's a little tiny, squiddy looking drone. What
I
did you
mean,
expect?
I tried.
All right, so my big shotgun is going to fire with 1 barrel.
And I do believe I'm either harder to hit or you get a less dice for Warper.
So
Since it's
obscured.
obscured, yeah.
So I believe you get 1 heart. It's
Target obscured. Models are assumed to take advantage of every scrap of cover.
mhm.
Modify the defending model's target stat by 1.
So it's going to go up.
Yep.
All right. So what do I normally?
Target obscured applies whenever the target model's base is not entirely visible to the attacker, e.g., partially
Basically,
hidden by a corner.
well, you would have had
building,
cover
blah, blah, blah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I mean, it's my thing, right? Like,
It is. Well, yeah.
So target of the thing, my Warper is 7, going up to 8 because of
I need 8s. I'm rolling 4 dice plus some combat die, and I've got 2 hits and a
Damn.
2.
Okay.
I wonder what that 2 does.
Armor 1. Well, you're definitely going to do 1. I did save 1, so
Okay. So you take 1 damage.
then that goes away.
Okay. And does he have force cohesion for the drone?
No.
Okay.
Cohesion, no.
But you do have under fire, so you are going to lose a force cohesion from the combat die.
Because you rolled a 2?
I rolled a 2 on there.
Okay.
If I roll a 10, you just lose the game.
Oh, is that it?
No.
Oh.
Target suffers 1 defense down and a system down. It's actually pretty
So-
nasty.
I have these drones
Yeah.
actually come back.
Is it that's the one that comes back? So I think one comes back and one doesn't, I think.
Yeah, one of them comes back. I don't remember which one. Ranker. The Ranker.
Oh,
come
can you
back.
check securing that objective? Do I have to end my activation in contact? Or can I run up there and grab the other one too?
I would assume that you'd have to,
I'm guessing so too.
because that just seems OP.
That's a technical gaming term. Is black.
That is the most. No one has ever made a more technical gaming term than that.
And blah, blah, blah.
Picking up a portable objective, losing a portable objective, portable objectives.
It's a static objective.
Securing a static objective. To secure a static objective, you must simply end a model's move action in base combat contact with it
Oh,
when there are no other opposing models also in base contact. Mark the objective's ownership with a suitable marker flag for the force currently controlling it. Static objectives are that are within the player's deployment zone. Static objectives that are within a player's deployment zone at the start of the scenario are considered already secured by that player.
okay. So then I can grab 2 of them at once. Because I did a movement action.
Yeah, all it says is you have to move
Your end of your movement.
end of your movement.
Okay. So at the end of my first activation, second activation,
Right.
the score is now 3-0.
Okay. I mean,
You're not playing aggressively enough.
no, I'm not.
Actually, I'm thinking because models are so more durable than you would think, other than your little drones.
Right. So I'm gonna move this guy.
Mhm.
So we're gonna use this dude here. He is going to use an action, and then
So you're using the run and gun action for him, which is 2 moves and a shoot,
yeah,
and then you'll probably sacrifice 1 to activate your drones.
I'm probably going to move out, shoot, and then move back in. Rip pistol. 5s, right?
5s. Yep.
3 dice plus combat dice, and I'm sure that's 12 inches.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So 3 on 5s. That will be 1 and a 9.
All right. And what's the impact or the strength of it?
6.
So I need 6s or better.
Yep.
5 dice. 1, 2.
Yeah, you saved it. You're fine.
Okay.
Because you canceled them both off.
Yep. All right.
And then I'll move back.
I do like that move. You know, that an activation set is multiple things you can do. Move.
Right.
And you can do it in different combinations.
Yep.
And
then that's him.
I'm going to activate my tactical auditor. I'm going to take 2 move actions to get him back up here. Then he's not going to shoot, but he has team leader, which means he's going to activate
his other troopers.
The other troopers. And these guys. This one's he's going to jump up there and make contact with that one. And then he's going to take a shot. Actually, it's going on this side. He's going to take a shot at that first drone. Let me double check. Within 12.
Well, my gun buddy is going to react and shoot you back with a rip pistol. What's your target?
I'm not going to allow that. That is, let me look him up. Trooper. He is a 5+ target.
Drone buddy.
Yeah.
Gun buddy is 7 up. So 1 hit.
Where? Oh, 1 hit? Okay.
Yeah. And you said 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And 6 on the.
Okay. And my armor is, I got 3. And what's the strength on that weapon?
6. Yep. Okay. 6 impact. So you saved 2 of them.
Yep.
All right.
So he's going to shoot back at you. And what's the lead one? What's his?
7 is his target.
And I think the gun is shooting 4 dice, needing 7s to hit. We got nothing.
Nothing. You whiffed.
Nothing. Oh wait,
your combat.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, you didn't hit with any.
But it was a 10. Means you lose the game.
Okay. Damn it. All right. Good game. See you guys next time on the next battle report of some game. We'll figure it out.
So he's moving up there. And I'm getting to do this because of the team leader and what are they called? Team player special abilities, part of the skills. So when the auditor who has team leader activates, after the auditor is done, their followers, their team players actually get to activate. So kind of allows you to act as a unit. So the second one is going to take his shot. And again, 4 dice. Same again. Are you going to shoot back?
You doing this one or this one?
Front one.
Front one.
You can use an impetus if you need.
Yeah, I'm going to use an impetus to shoot quick. 3 on 5s.
Yep. Ooh, much better.
Yeah.
Oh, and you got the dreaded 0. Okay.
Yep. I also win the game.
And what did I say? I'm sorry. What was the strength on it again? It was 6s. Whoa. Okay. Ooh. So that's going to kill him. If I think the combination.
Do you have a 0 defense or do you have?
I believe I have a defense of, my defense is 1.
So you have 2 health.
Well, what is your 10? I'm reading, you have a different 10. Skill set. Because you're packed, because everyone that combat died is something different. And I'm sure a 10 is not good.
10 is malware. Target suffers 1 system down.
Yep.
And is drained of 1 activation point. So instead of having 2 activations, you go down to 0.
I only have 1 activation.
Well, then you go down to 0.
So I can only activate on an impetus.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is.
That's
Okay,
interesting.
That's fine. So it's a, but it also has a
System
down.
Yeah.
So, all right. I don't know what
These little drones don't hit very hard, but when they do,
He's use a red. He's got that system down, and he took a wound.
yeah.
Okay. And I gotta figure out some other way to specify that.
Yeah, I think when the
We
game
need some better tokens.
I think when the game actually comes out, they'll probably have
Good little token.
specific set of tokens. So, but yeah, that's the drone. So does that mean that you don't get to activate now?
Was it?
Does that mean you don't get to activate now since I drained your activation?
I assume not. I assume I'm going to have to use impetus in order to activate that particular model again. But then again, I don't use activations with them. Or I do. Yeah, I do because of the team leader. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to use the impetus in order for that guy to move because he's hacked.
Yeah.
You jammed up his powered armor.
Yeah.
It's cinematic. It works.
Okay, so are these guys are done? So your team set's done, right? Is it my activation now?
Yes, that was all my activations for those. I just have the rest of my big dudes.
So, tape measure?
No. You're going to try to get back up there, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I have enough space. So 8 will get me up to where I was. And then my second one is going to be 2, 3. I will move down to here. End my movement here. And I'm going to flip this one to me.
Okay.
Because I've ended my movement there. I will be, you have light blue?
No, I'm not
I'll use
using
pink. I'll use pink, so that is now mine. And then I'm going to shoot you with the King Lance. Let's see if I can get that Zeo form out of my hair. Then that will be his second activation. King of Lance, 3 dice, 12 inches, -2 to your armor modifier, and beam 4.
Anybody within 4 inches?
No. So close. All right. So I get King Lance is 3 dice. What am I hitting on? For your
5s.
5s. That will be 1 at -2 to your armor.
All right, so my armor is going to go down to 5, so I get 3. And what's the strength on that weapon?
9.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, so you check that, and then
my 6 gives you ignition. Target suffers 1 system down. Burn.
So he's dead.
Get that Zeo out of here. You still have that control point though. And I'm out of activations on him, and he's in the wide open. So that with the King Lance taking down the Zeo.
Yep.
Do you lose?
I do lose
cohesion.
I will lose. Holy crap! I lose 3 cohesion from that.
Boom. Easy game.
Somewhere there's an 11 on here. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, that hurts.
Yep. But that's all right because you're still in the lead, and it's going to take me a bit to even come close.
Now, that thing is activated twice now?
Yep. He is out of activations unless I'm using impetus.
Okay. Can I get the tape measure?
Yeah.
You know what I forgot? I've got Zeo Hunter on my...
On your what?
On my... I have Zeo Hunter on... Oh,
on your Zeos?
Yeah. Which I think gets me... some bonuses, which I forgot to do when I shot you with the giant shotgun.
Yeah, I think you did.
So I
But I
don't.
think Zeo Hunter lets you re-roll, which you didn't really need to because you hit me all the times. Remember?
I think so.
That was actually a pretty awesome roll.
So it's 6. No, so you're just out of range. I can't get you with my big drones.
You can't move and move.
I can move, but you're like, I need 14 inches to get into base contact with you up there.
Okay.
So.
And I 100% will use an impetus to shoot you as you move.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no Overwatch in this game, is there? Didn't we talk about that yesterday?
What do you mean there's no Overwatch?
Like, shooting, moving.
Not on the movement. No.
Right. Like you can react to shoot at something that's shooting at you, but not something that's moving towards you.
Right. Or in your line of sight. It has to, if it ends its movement in base contact with you,
Right.
you can take a shot.
Right.
Yep. It's one of the actions. All right. So I think my big guy, I am going to, I'm going to take an aim shot with my veteran. My veteran's going to take his aim shot with the Gulo Assault. All right. Yeah, it's standard rounds. 5 dice. What's your target? 7, I think you said?
Targeting is 7, yeah. Let me double check just to make sure. Speed 8, 7, yes.
But I am above you.
Yep.
So
it's going to go
6s?
Yeah.
So I'm going down because of my elevation height.
Yep.
All right. Needing 6s. Dice have failed me.
Oh, you got 1 though.
I got 1. And that's the strength on that weapon is. Oh, wait, no, I get to replay. Okay.
Do you have Zeo Hunter on that guy too?
I do. He's got Zeo Hunter.
Then re-roll your fails.
I got 1 more.
Okay. Is there any kind of dice down or no?
No.
Okay.
Straight dice, so it's 7s.
7 and a 9. I have successfully avoided your damage.
You get the combat die.
Does it still activate if there's no other hits?
Yes.
Okay.
So, all right. You're pushed 5 inches back, but because you can't, you're going to take a system down. Inhibit.
System down, inhibit. I'm going to use one of these cool boys. I can just put them right there on that. So that's -1 speed, -1 target, and -1. What is the third one? There's 3 of them. That is a system down.
So your target, I think it's all the way across.
Oh, there's 3 debuffs.
Target, I think, is it 3 or 4?
It's 3.
Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Or
Because I'm pretty sure it's speed, target, and system down.
right there. There's 4 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Speed.
Armor and melee. Yeah. Speed, target, armor, and melee. That was 4. Okay, my bad.
Well, it's
That's why I always say let's look it up, because my memory is, even though I've read the book cover to cover and every word in the book, my memory's not the best.
So. So that's my activation. So he is completed. The leader has completed.
Okay. So I have drone, and because I didn't. Why do I have an extra one? Because both of these
He used an impetus, I think.
I did. You're right.
I think for that second.
So this dude's gonna move, and shoot. Move is 7. So this guy gets to go 7.
Man, they're fast. You stay away from my objectives.
Move.
You're pushing that.
Oh, it was right. So
That's fine.
7. And then 7. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, but if you poster putty, I'm right there.
Where's the poster putty? You're right. He should be down here. Okay. And then I will shoot up at you.
Can you get to right there? I mean, if you can get to right there, you're like right next to it. So
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
I don't want you to miss the objective because of a potential, like,
If I did it,
about an eighth
if
of
I
an
do,
inch.
I do. It is what it is, right?
Okay.
So, which I am not even close into base contact with that.
Okay.
So he's fine, but he is going to shoot up into here
Okay.
with his 3 dice on 5s. And that is all 3.
Ooh, and a nice combat die there. And what's the strength of that weapon?
6.
Oh, I see 3 of them. So whatever the 9 is then.
Yep. So the 9.
Oh, what kind of damage is it?
It's impact. The 9.
Yeah, what is the 9?
Is going to be target suffers 1 defense down.
Horse apiece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's impact, I could get rid of the combat die.
Oh.
But
That's a Zeo form gun, not a normal gun.
So either way, it's the same thing. So he's gonna take a defense down.
Yeah. But where are my guns? Rip pistols. Yeah, 6 impact.
Yep. I keep forgetting that.
I was gonna say no. Wait, it's an 8 impact. But then I was like, oh no, that's for the Zeo form. But okay, so that's that activation. He's done. I do have 1 shield drone left. And then my Pact Crisis support right there.
All right, so I'm gonna move up to the edge. He's gonna move up to the edge. He's gonna take a snapshot.
I'm gonna react with an impetus.
All right.
Impetus and impetus. And I'm going to move out of line of sight. Can you still see me?
Or I can.
Huh?
You're pretty obscure, but yeah, I can see you there.
Okay.
Punch him down.
No.
No, go around the corner. I mean, that's fine. I'm not gonna.
If you can still see him from the vantage point,
It's like
true line of sight's true line of sight. Like if you can still see him
from my eye. Well, basically, it's like the top of his head.
Then I'm not gonna waste the impetus.
Okay.
I didn't know if you'd be able to see him. Okay, I mean, impetus. I'm gonna shoot the big robot guy with my pew pew 5.5s. 5s.
Hey, it did pretty good before.
5.
6s.
6s.
This is the veteran.
2.
What's the strength on that one?
6.
6. Whoa!
Did you only pass 1?
I only saved 1 of them.
Oh, that's what you get for shooting the little guy.
Little
you get that.
And what does the 1 do for you?
Nothing.
Nothing. So I just take a defense down.
Yeah. See, you may kill me, but I will.
That hurt.
Take you down with me.
Let's take this one. So he's down to a 2. All right. And now we're going to shoot you. 5 dice. And hitting on with 7s.
Yeah.
Case. So it goes down to 6s.
Yeah. For my gun buddy is a 7 down to 6.
The dice have abandoned me.
That's what you get for shooting the little
That's what I get for shooting at the little bastard.
Kicking puppies. All right.
Wow.
Wow is right. All right. So I have my warper drone is going to move. So tape measure.
He likes to move it.
Yep. So he's going to move 7. And then he's going to move 7 again to right there. And then a rip pistol is 12 inches, and that's a bit out of range for him. So, but he is still 6 inches from this guy, so he will be obscured now. And that's his activation. Losing the 1 Zeo, I think, is going to be a big deal for you. So
He did a bunch of work though, so that's I'm okay with that. I mean, he did do the work. I was really hoping to kill that drone.
Yep.
Before you could try to, because he's fast enough that they can start grabbing those things.
Yeah.
Because the other guys, these guys are fast enough to like zoom in there and like.
Well, they can zoom in and steal them back from me. So this can devolve down into a game of tag.
Now the Hive Storm, does it have like blast template? It's got the beam.
The Hive Stream does have blast 2.
Okay.
And it ignores cover because it's saturate or whatever.
You got that saturation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So it is your activation, by the way.
You brought that guy forward. All right. Was this his second activation, or was that the first time he activated?
I almost want to say that was his second.
I think so.
Because he shot.
Yeah,
he shot an aimed shot
at somebody. Yeah, you're right. So he did shoot at somebody.
Yeah, because he did an aimed shot with this guy, and then I moved out.
I just forgot to pull it. Okay.
Happens.
All right. So done. They're done. These guys.
You got your dogs. Got your tokens next to them.
I got 4 impetus too.
Yeah, I have 3 left.
I don't know. So I think we're going to do an impetus. I'm going to spend one of them, and we're going to take an aim shot at. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we're going to take an aim shot at that.
I would definitely take an aim shot at him right now.
Yeah, because he's down.
Yep, because he has the system down.
Before he gets a chance to activate and try to get rid of that. All right, so he's going to take. So it's going to be 5 shots, starting at a 7, going down to a 6.
Yep.
So it starts at 7, I think. Oh no, going down to a 5 because of system down and elevation.
Yeah.
All right.
Again,
I got 1 at least.
1.
Oh wait.
Damage.
And a 2. I don't think that's going to do much.
What's your damage?
Oh, I'm sorry. 6.
6?
Yep.
So I just got to save 1 of these.
Yep. 2 of them.
That's 1, 2.
Yep.
3.
Yep.
So all good.
Wait. Oh. Zeo Hunter.
Lets you re-roll.
I get to re-roll these.
Oh, and I get a -1 on my armor too. So I get to get rid of 1 of these.
So wait, how many more do we have? So that changes things.
Yeah.
That's
4.
So it's 4 of them hit. Okay.
Okay. And then I saved 1, 2, 3.
So you took a wound and
took another
defense and a cohesion.
So I'm down to 3.
He took 1 already, didn't he?
Yeah, I started at 5 because I counted 0.
Because I started 3.
Yeah, no, I count 0 as 1 because that is a health. Whether it's, because you still have to take 1 after you get to 0.
Okay.
So that is, when that's out, I'm done.
Okay.
No more. Yeah. So, okay. Is that it for him?
Yeah, he just took an aim shot.
Okay. He's got 2 left. Okay.
That's how much defense. So once those are gone, he'll have to take 1 more.
6. Yeah. So he's going to move 6. And then another 6 won't get me there, so I'll do this. And then should be able to get there. I'm gonna shoot that guy.
What are you shooting at? Dude up on the hill?
Yeah, that guy. So Ripper pistol, 3 shots on 5s, I assume.
On 5s.
On 5. Just 1. Plus the combat die.
I'm sorry, what's the strength on it?
6 impact. No, get out of here.
One. Blah.
All right, and that is all of my activations. I have 3 impetus left. So I can use reactions, right? I can't use impetuses to actually activate.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
Yeah, you can use them to activate.
okay. Well, you still got your doggos back there.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to use another impetus. Take another freaking aim shot at him.
Yeah, well, I'm going to use an impetus to shoot back. Hello. With my king land. No, I'm going to use my hive shot.
You can take a reaction to get rid of your system down.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was what. Yeah, you can use an activation to do that.
Yep.
So I'm gonna take the 5. He's taking 5. So I'm needing 6s.
So
So we got 1 hit and oh, 1 hit.
Yeah, but I only got to save 1.
2.
2.
Those just 2.
Oh, your assault dice.
Yes.
On what damage?
So
seven.
6s, I think. So you get
7, 8, 10, and 7.
6,
So I saved 4.
which is more than enough to negate
Correct.
everything.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna impetus it up on this one.
Okay.
Um.
So we got Zeo on Zeo action here.
Yep. Zeo form weapons, 3 dice, 16 inches. Is that 16? I think that's 16.
It's close.
16
Yep.
dead center.
Easy.
All right. So 3 dice on 5s. 5, right?
Yes.
For
6s.
For your target.
6s for him.
5, 4. So 4s. And then don't have to worry about blast. Saturate and system down. All right. So on 4s, which will be 1. Okay. All right.
Does it affect my armor at all?
Yeah. So you're going to get a -2 to your armor.
Okay. And what's the strength on that? 9?
7.
7?
Yeah, 7.
Saved 1 of them.
So
And that's an impact weapon?
energy.
Okay. So
Energy.
so I get rid of the main hit and then whatever your combat die is.
The 3 is going to be 2 to 5 is going to be reduced force cohesion of the target's force by 1.
Okay.
All right. Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And I have 1 impetus left. You still got your dogs there.
I got an impetus. We're doing it again. Going after your Zeo. I gotta take that guy out. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. All right, so 4 hits.
Okay. Damage?
Crap, I should remember this by now. 6.
1, 2. Nope, I take another. Looks like I'm going to take another defense down.
All right.
So that's going to bring me down to 2. And then what does your 5 do?
Reduce force cohesion by 1.
Force cohesion.
I'm going to say I'm not liking this mechanic, how this is working out.
What?
That we're just shooting at each other.
Oh, because I can just go, hey, I'm going to use my last impetus and I'm going to shoot you again. But I'm going to use the King Lance this time. Yeah, it feels The back and forth.
I don't know. This is not. I do like, and I keep forgetting to react, but
Yep. So I got 3 dice with the King Lance. 12 inches. That's 12.
so I'm going to do the same thing to you.
Beam 4.
So I'm going to react to you.
Okay.
I'm going to spend my impetus to react. So.
You get to shoot first?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because you're reacting to my reaction.
So it's, I'm needing 6s, re-rolling. Okay, so that's 4 hits.
4 hits. And I got, you have damage what?
6.
9, 5, 9. So that's 2. So I'm going to take another damage.
And then the 4, which I think is probably another cohesion. Yeah, so another force cohesion.
Cohesion. And then now I get to do my attack.
Yep.
So 3 on 5. That's going to be 2, sir. But 3 to save because of my combat dice. And
And then,
saving against 9.
and does that affect number of dice?
This one, yes, it does. It gives you -2.
Gosh, that hurts. None of them.
None of them.
And so what is the 6 doing?
On top of the defense, the 6 suffers a system down. Ignition. So,
Okay.
so you're down to 1, I'm down to 1, and then that's all of our impetus.
That's all the impetus.
All of my activations are done. All of my impetus is spent.
Right.
And you looks like you still got dogs to
I
do.
do. Can I get the tape measure?
Yep.
We're going to try. Go, doggy. You can't get to you up there. You can't get. Oh.
You're just out of range. I was going to say, you know where I'm going to go. So.
So the fact that he's down to 1. I just got to get 1 more wound in this stupid Zeo. That's what I'm debating whether I want to.
Let's see if little puppies can shoot him out the sky.
They're not the best shooters, but they do have guns.
My rip pistols aren't great, but I've been doing some chip damage.
All right. So I'm going to activate my drone controller. He's going to run. He's moving right there. Okay. And then he's going to sacrifice his shooting to activate the drones. First drone. He's going to run around the corner. He's just going to get there to get within 8 inches of you.
And then shooty.
He's going to shooty 4 dice.
Yes.
Come on, little doggy. All right.
What's your damage?
Oh, it's not much. 4 impact.
Oh, 1. All you got to do is just make 1, dude, at 7.
Oh.
Yeah, 7.
I got none.
None. I pre-saved.
All right. The other guy's going to do the same thing.
The fact that I can pre-save is a very strange mechanic.
It is a strange, but go ahead.
Go ahead with what?
Go ahead, pre-save.
I already did. What's your damage?
The other guy's shooting. Same thing.
4
Same gun.
Okay. Oh, that's going to be pretty good. That's 3. That's 4 saves.
So maybe the combat die.
Pre-saving.
So maybe the combat die.
How many shots do they get?
4.
They get 4? Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, I got 3 hits though. So that means the combat die goes through.
Hit.
Oh no, it doesn't. You saved 4, so you got them all.
Yep, I saved 4.
And the combat
4.
die. All right.
So the pre-saving could be like a reverse to hit. It could be interesting on its own to see, well, this is how many saves I have. How many hits are you going to do? Like, okay, I can see that could be an interesting thing.
All right. So that's everyone has gone. I have completely activated. Now let's read the rules on regrouping.
Yes.
So we have to figure that out. So you've got the big rule book.
And I, sir, shall hand that over to you.
To me, I can't read.
I've already read it from cover to cover. Everybody knows this.
You just don't remember.
Yes, I'm very deficient in the memory area.
Let me try this technology thing. Here, you look at that. I'll use the
How'd you pass it back to me? Thought I got rid of this. All right, so
regroup.
activation types. Activation.
So technically, you're going to
modes,
regroup first. So it's going to be your activation.
Reaction.
Page 27. When you don't have regroup. Oh, I thought there was something to do with force cohesion during regroups.
Apparently not. It just says you don't get to do shit until all your
You just get all your stuff back. Okay, I thought there was something about like objectives or something, but okay.
So I get 2 buddy gun drones. I lost a warper. I get 2 Pact crisis support. These guys are that dude. Brown. This guy, brown. And then, I get you green, and then I get 2 of those for that guy. Then I get all my impetus back, which should be 4, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
3.
I guess. Wait, I don't get the impetus for the dude who's dead.
Yeah. No, if you don't have the impetus, I wouldn't think that you would gain it.
I wouldn't get it back. I'm down to 3 impetus.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So you were the last one to activate. So my activation first, eh?
A.
I mean, we're close enough, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah, you did regroup. Then I did a regroup, which just happened to be they worked out together.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, that was your activation. Then I activated as a regroup. So now it's back to you.
Right. Okay.
This seems like a turn. It's not really a turn. It just kind of seemed like one.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move back here with the big boy. So we can activate him first. Oh, maybe I can't move him. Maybe I don't want to move him.
Oh.
Well, I will move him, not yet. Because I'm going to shoot and then move. So I'm going to use the one I'm using is going to be the Hive Stream because that is a really good weapon.
Are you gonna use a beam weapon on them? I think you should use
that's a really good idea. Maybe next round. But I really kind of want to.
You assume you're still gonna be alive next round, but okay.
Well, I'm saying if you take him out before I take that thing out, then all my little dudes are kind of screwed. Whereas right at the moment, you might want to pull your, because I'm pretty sure all your stuff clears off.
No, you still carry that.
Oh.
The red's a wound.
Oh. Yeah, but I'm your system down.
No, I think you gotta, and when you activate, you gotta see if you get it right. Or if you don't, you can sacrifice something to get rid of it.
So Hive Stream into here.
Yep.
I have
We're at the Zeo. Okay.
At the Zeo. -2 to target, so 6, 5, 4, right?
I'm gonna
you're gonna shoot first?
I'm gonna shoot first. 5 shots into you.
Well, technically these are counting as going off simultaneously.
Okay. So I need 6s. This is the elevation.
Okay, what's the damage?
It's going to be 6. Well, let's see, I got 3.
Yeah, 10 and a 9 there too. Ooh, 4.
I got 4 hits.
Damage?
6.
So
there were 3 of them.
Pretty good. Yep, but I'm still going to take the defense.
Mm-hmm.
But they go simultaneously, so I still get to shoot them.
And what is the 2? I think the 2 is a force cohesion again.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
you're right. So we'll take that one down. And that will actually kill him. But simultaneous shooting, that is 2. Because my combat dice isn't going to do anything. You got -2 to your armor defense.
And strength with the 9.
For the hive stream is 7.
So these 7s. 2 of them. And what? So whatever your combat die was?
Damn.
What
Was
was
the 1.
Was a 1? Okay.
All right. Well, I lost my Zeo. That happened. Yeah, they're really strong guns, but there's not a lot of shots. So
yeah,
I should have used the King Lance. I probably would have killed you with the King Lance, but
damn, that thing is.
It was pretty good. But I mean, realistically, we have out of all of the activations we've done, we have the same amount of models destroyed, except for you have.
Oh yeah,
you have a bit more points.
Yeah.
Destroyed than I do. That's it. And I think that's about to change because.
How many objectives do we have? 1, 2. Oh.
Yep.
All right. So.
And then these are it for activation.
This is my activation.
Did I just lose?
You just lost the game.
Huh?
Give me a tape measure.
Did I lose 6 cohesion? How did I lose the game? Because you got all the markers?
He's going to go. Oh.
So you got all the markers?
Yeah.
I don't get a chance to shoot you off of them or move? No?
No.
That's it?
Yeah, because you can't, because there's no movement reaction. I didn't expect that. I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
So is it in the scenario it says game's over when?
Let me read how that. So when you have complete, yeah.
When you have all of the markers?
I think it was yours. Yeah. Well, that's kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, a little bit.
Scenario details. Okay. So this is special rules. Any of the game. All right. Sudden death. Due to time pressure, each player takes 1 regroup. Okay. Victory. Victory. Let me double check this. Game ends early if one side loses force cohesion or wins complete battlefield control.
What does complete battlefield control even mean? Because I feel like you're losing battlefield control.
That's a good question. I'm assuming battlefield control means I have all the objectives, but maybe battlefield control means like I have no models left. But I would think that would be your cohesion would be gone.
I mean,
not necessarily because you get the 4 bonus from having a leader. Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, battlefield. I think you're right because
could be no.
Overall, thinking about it, like if you have battlefield control, that means you control all the points. Like in my brain, logically thinking, right? Like it would say you have all the points, so you control the battlefield because technically.
Or you control the battlefield because all of my guys are dead.
Right.
Which could be. So let's do it this way. I'm going to claim those 2 objectives and we're going to keep going.
Well, which is interesting because if I would have known that,
yeah,
I probably still would have done the same thing and lost my Zeo form, and this would happen because I would not think I would lose my Zeo form.
Okay.
Right? But if I would have thought a little bit more about it, I could have moved up and taken taken that, right? Or moved up and taken this. I could have done something of that nature. But I didn't. So, yeah. Interesting. Because, so let's see if we're on the same page as this.
Yeah.
For this particular scenario, my brain was thinking that the game ends when all of our activations and impetus was gone. Right? So that's when we would be like, okay, who holds more right now?
Yeah.
At the end of everybody's activations, because that would be kind of, in my brain, the point of doing slow or fast, only single regeneration.
Well, the problem is it doesn't define what battlefield control is.
I think this is what they mean. To be 100% honest, I think this is what they mean is 100%. Because this scenario feels like it's supposed to be very quick,
Yeah.
very done in 35 minutes type thing, if you know the game, right? Why you gotta throw my tokens around, man? What'd that token do to you? It's pink. Come here, Pinky. I got you. I got you. I'll put you back where you go because I like you. You're cool. But
So,
so that's I feel like
What's
this
over here?
scenario is meant to be for a very quick game.
do you want to go? Let's go. We can go into a couple more actions though, if you want to go.
Yeah. No, I'm good. That's your actions? Are you gonna shoot it?
Because I don't think. Yeah, I really don't have line of sight to anybody.
Okay.
I mean, I see your barrel sticking up. The guy with the
Nah.
magnet boots over there, hanging sideways on the stairs.
Well,
but-
Magnet Boots is gonna move. He's gonna move, shoot, and move. So he's gonna come up here.
I'll put this as chapter as like game ends ?
So easy Lance. No, that's not that one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you won though. 16 inches. Tape measure? All right. I think he's out of 16 easy. Yeah, he's at 19 plus. So he is going to shoot at this Robo Puppy. No, Robo Puppy, because now I'm at a higher
elevation.
advantage.
Yep.
So easy lance is 2 dice. Plus combat.
I just thought of something.
What am I hitting against? Target.
Target. Oh, I don't know. No one's ever shot at them before. Hayuns. 6 plus.
6 plus.
Mm-hmm.
That is 1 and a combat die of 10. -1 for your armor modifier.
What? Okay. And what's the strength on that?
Yeah. Sorry. 8.
All right. So you took. That was on Little Puppy?
Little Puppy.
Okay.
And then I did roll a 10. So
yeah, that probably finishes it off.
Target suffers a system down and is drained of 1 activation point.
Oh, that's right. You did that to this guy over here.
Yep.
Okay.
And then he gets to move again, and he's going to move back into his little stairwell. Back into the stairwell he goes.
Shoulder.
Yeah, that'll happen on your bigger jobs.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to spend an impetus because I think it's going to be cool.
uh-oh.
And the leaping guy is going to go right there. He's going to go in your face.
Oh, no. I'm going to fight back.
Yeah. Actually, wait, let me check. I don't think I had range. That is 10.
I wasn't even using my gunner skill.
That was 10.
Lets me reroll.
Oh, that's right. You get to reroll lots of dice.
Yeah.
Let me look.
And then fists are considered I think, what is it? I think fist is a thing.
Oh, I do have it.
What?
I get to do a snapshot first. Woo! Because I was just in 12.
Can I shoot you as you come up over, like right here? You're like right here, and I'm like, oh no, shoot!
You can react to my shot,
or not movement. I'm messing with you.
But you because I end my movement in base contact, you can react to that.
Oh, can I shoot into combat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you can shoot because I'm coming into combat with. Either way. Because at first I get to do, which I don't know what the timing is because I'm doing a snapshot.
It's simultaneous.
Okay, so I do a snapshot and then
the shooting is simultaneous.
Okay.
So my easy lance is 2 dice. So, what am I hitting on? 5,
Sixes.
6. So I got 2 hits. And then how much you're hitting against? 8? No, 7. You're hitting on 7s. So nothing.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I get to re-roll because of gunner.
I got support hunter, and I still didn't hit you. So
I
the
got-
snapshots all missed. So
My shit did not.
what did you got 2 hits?
Yep, 2 hits.
And what was the strength on it?
Strength is on an easy lance is 8.
Okay.
Minus 1 armor die.
So either way, I failed with
Yeah.
2 armor dice. So what's the 5 do?
The 5. 5 is reduce force cohesion of the target's force by 1.
Okay, so he takes a wound. He missed you with his snapshot. Gets in there. Now he's meleeing you.
Yeah.
And I have to read. That's the thing. I'm not sure. Do you
Yeah.
get to react to both of them?
I think as long as I spend an impetus or reaction, I can.
Oh wait, it's a specific reaction.
I might not be able to react. No, I think I can react to counter or attacking.
React to targeted by enemy attack.
Yeah.
Targeted move action there. So you get so on a charge, you potentially can shoot at me twice. If I'm reading that right, because you reacted to the snap fire,
Yeah.
and now you're going to react to
But
moving into base contact with you.
I think I have to react to the melee by using melee, not my gun.
Well, what's it says? Counterfire. Reacting model may shoot snapshot at the active model if it's in line of sight.
That's charging you?
You have 2 choice. You have 3. Yeah, because it's not just shooting too, because there's parrying. So, okay. React to a move action that brings the enemy into base contact.
Okay, so you can react to the charge.
Yeah. So your options are to dodge,
Yeah.
counterfire, snapshot. The reacting model gains, or you can brace, which increases +2 to your armor score.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to brace.
Okay.
So I get 2 extra dice on my armor, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Now I have to figure out what a...
That turns into armor is 3, goes up to 5. So you take your melee plus whatever combat weapon you have.
I'm sorry if he's got the...
So what has he got for
This
weapons?
is the vibro blade. It's +1 melee dice, 5 impact, -1 armor dice.
Okay.
And he says it's missing. It's a layout miss.
Oh, okay. So it is supposed to be.
Yeah, this is Andy Chambers on the Discord.
So I go up from armor 3 to 4, 5 because I braced for impact or braced. So I went up to 5, -1, saving against 5. Right?
In -1 dice, yeah.
Yeah. So because I braced, which gave me 2.
Yep.
My brace gives me 1 instead. So now I'm with 4 dice instead of 5. Saving against 5s, right?
Yeah, and what did I need? I need 7s to hit you?
7s, yeah. So I saved 2.
I hit 1.
I saved 2 with a 6 and an 8. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I get 1 more die.
Why you get so many die?
Yeah, right? Let me double check that. I'm all thrown here. Yeah, so I get 1 more die.
Okay, throw it.
Oh,
Ooh.
so it's 2 hits.
Yep, and I said I saved 2, right? Or
Yep.
I say...
So it's just the combat result.
What did you do? What do you do to me?
Force cohesion goes down by 1.
Woot.
What are you down to now?
4, 5, 6. I'm down to 6.
All right.
I've lost quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, you lost, what, 4 when the Zeo dropped?
I don't even think I took that damage.
Oh, how much when you... Yeah.
So I got 2 left. Because you roll a lot of those midsections of that force cohesion's been beating on me the whole game.
Well,
Because you've been rolling a lot of those 5s.
yep.
Right in that range you've been rolling. So
What does your 5 do?
my 5
That's your system. That mid roll.
is reduce force cohesion of targets forced by 1. But I haven't been rolling a whole lot of those. I've only rolled like 2 or 3 of them.
So that was my activation.
Yeah. Right here.
Yep. That was an impetus. I used impetus to activate him again.
Yep.
So yeah, what do you?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll. Tape measure, please.
Got it.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So this guy is going to move. Take this one,
Mm-hmm.
turn it pink, and then I'm going to move and take this one and turn it pink.
You gonna shoot at me?
I am going to shoot up here at you.
All right.
Because why not? I take all your bases are mine. So my rip pistol is 3 dice.
Okay. I'm shooting back at you.
On 5s, right? Or 6s for him.
5s because of system down.
System down. That is 1 hit, sir.
All right. We'll do that one right away. Armor. Five dice. And what's the strength on that?
6. Impact.
I got
You saved 2.
two.
Yep, you're good.
All right. So he's going to shoot back at you. And what was the
7 to hit the Robo Buddy.
all right.
Buddy drone.
I'm rolling 5. All right. And it's not a Zeo anymore. So we've got 3 hits. And a 4.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This one I can bring back, though.
Mm-hmm.
So. And I think I can bring it back on any table edge as long as it's 6 inches or more away from you.
Well, so my height is 3.5 inches.
Yep.
And it's 6-inch drop.
How far is your movement?
You drop for free. As long as it's less than half your distance. You have to climb. You have to spend movement to go up. You can drop more, but you take
damage.
You take damage.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Oh,
So, I can hit you with like 8 bullets and it only does 1 damage.
yes.
You fall from 7 inches and you take a damage.
7
From hitting 1 ground?
Hitting 1 ground, yes.
You only have to hit 1 ground to take a damage, but I gotta shoot you 8 times to do 1 damage? Come on. All right. That's fair. The ground is pretty big.
See, what I want to do is a cinematic leap onto that objective.
Oh, you can't you jump? Isn't jumping a thing in this?
Not really.
Oh.
Well, because technically, well.
No, get out of here with that.
What? That's 6 inches? That's 6 inches?
What do you think you are, some kind of Gundam?
I think I'm a Zeo.
Yeah, Zeos ain't no Gundams, sir.
Okay, we can do it the boring way. He drops.
No, jump over there, get it.
And he climbs up. It's like, so he's going to take off his dice so he doesn't fall. Well, first, before I'm going to roll this, on a 6 through 10, he gets rid of that. And he does.
Nice.
So he got rid of the system down. Now he's going to leap. So let me get that.
This guy thinking we're playing Gunpla or some shit.
He's doing his cool ass. There, he's going right there. And he's like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna shoot you in the face." I'm gonna shoot that one in the face. All right.
How many activations do you have left?
Well, I got move. That was
No, model activations overall.
My troopers go, and then I got 2 more impetus.
So I did a gun drone.
And then this guy has taken. He has.
So I have 2 drones plus 2 actions on that thing, plus an action. I got quite a bit of actions left.
All right. So what I'm gonna do? I am gonna try to shoot that guy.
Well, I'm gonna shoot first.
You go and shoot first. I'm gonna say you got cover because you're part. You're. Oh, that's an actual dude. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a drone.
No, he doesn't get no cover.
That wall is really obscuring him even from head height. I'd give him cover just because of the way the.
But your elevation gives you a bonus.
Wait a minute. That's in the rules. It's called a blind spot.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there is something in the rules about blind spots.
Oh, interesting.
Line of sight. There is something. So he might be in the blind spot. So line of sight. I usually don't read those because they just make sense. Can I see him? Yeah. But no, there was something in there. Ranged. Yeah. Okay. If I'm 3 inches from a building edge, which I am not, it's a 3-inch dead zone.
Okay, so you are not.
Yeah.
But that is.
So if I was
there.
So if I was like here, there's a dead zone.
So earlier when you were up here, and I was like, I'm gonna move around, but you're like, oh, I can still see you. Then that was technically in your dead zone.
Remember Wait, which one?
So I had the drone here.
Yeah.
And
because his antennas were speaking out.
And I was like, well, I'm gonna react to move around the corner to break line of sight. And we're both like, no, that doesn't really work because you can see like the top half of the drone. When in reality, I was in the blind spot.
Because I was more than 3 inches away from that building.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So for future,
that would have been a blind spot because it would be 3 inches because I'm 3 inches away from that building.
I mean, I didn't lose the mech either way, but
so it's a 3-inch. So it would have 3. But that means you'd be blind. I wouldn't be able to see over here too.
I think that's a bit much.
Yeah.
But you are not nowhere near 3 inches from this edge. So,
right. Okay.
Shoot away. Let's shoot each other, man. I got 3 shots on my rip pistol. What do you got? 6s?
Yeah. What's your?
I hit you once.
What do I need? What are you?
7.
7.
Oh no! Hold on. Not 6 because this is not a drone.
And it goes down to a 5 because I'm above you.
Yep.
So I got a couple of hits there.
Okay. You got. There are a few hits there.
And you got 1 hit on me. What a nice combat zone.
I got 2 actually. I got a 6 and a 10, and then he's got armor 1. Nope. He's gonna go ahead and take a damage.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't just die.
Oh,
and I rolled a 1.
He's at 0, so he's got 1 more hit left.
And then, but you got 1 hit. You got 2 hits on me.
Yeah, combat dice and a just a normal hit against 6 impact. Yeah, more than 3 dice on your defense, don't you? Your armor?
3.
Oh, thought you were rolling more than that.
Oh yeah, I got armor 5. I'm looking at my defense is 3, which is not my armor. That's my health. I was
say that looks super low.
I know. I'm like,
what you have been rolling. And this is why you read the rule books, sir.
Okay. And so what did I need to beat?
6.
So I saved 2 of both of them.
Okay.
I did.
All right. And that was an impetus. Okay. And then that's your activation with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I am going to move 7 and shoot Dudo with my rip pistol on 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Flat.
He doesn't have an activation. I'm just saying he's got system down, so his armor is
4.
yeah. So he's -1. Yeah, he goes. His defense is a 4+.
That is 2, 3.
Is your armor affected too? With system down?
I want to say so.
I
Yeah.
think so. I
Because
think
it was 4 stats. Speed,
Yeah.
target, armor.
Oh, what did I need to beat?
6 impact.
So I got rid of 2, so whatever the 4 is.
The 4 is instant death. Force cohesion.
Okay. You're just not rolling those. You do.
Yeah, no, I haven't been rolling. This is like the 3rd time I've rolled it. So, and then I'm going to move again because it's move, shoot, move. And he's going to move up here. Oh, that is mine. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just going to hang out right there then.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of make sure it's contested somewhat.
All right. So I'm going to spend an impetus. And over here, you're going to see some.
I too am going to spend an impetus and I'm going to go.
Are you? We're locked in combat, so it's different. I don't know if you can So I think you have different reactions to fighting.
Fighting with my gun.
Yeah, there's different reactions.
Yep.
Melee rules. Where were the reactions? I don't have this one memorized.
Well, we haven't done it too many times.
No, because there's specific things you can react to.
Yep.
All right, so here's what you can do because I'm doing an enemy fight attack.
Yep.
Okay, you can counterattack.
Yep.
You can parry.
Okay.
Adds its melee stat to its armor. You can evade. May turn in place. Reacting model may turn in place and adds +2 target against any attacks made by the active model for the duration of its current activation. Okay.
So it makes me harder to hit by
Yep.
increasing my target.
Mm-hmm. Or you can try to increase your armor.
And it increases my target by how much?
Whatever your melee stat is.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Bring it up to 9.
What? Your armor.
My target's 7.
No, that's different. That brings it. That would be evading. Yep.
Yeah, my evasion. I'm going to bring my evasion up to 9 by using my melee stat.
Okay.
Which is 2.
Okay.
So on 9s, buddy.
All right.
Let's see it.
All right.
And then I got 3 armor.
So you're spending an impetus to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Remember, I get to do that 3 times.
Do what 3 times? Evade?
No, I get to. Melee is up to 3 attacks.
3 attacks?
Yeah.
What?
Let me find that again.
You get to spend 1 action to attack 3 separate times in melee?
Well, it's an activation type. So this like running and gunning is move, shoot. Fighting is move or fight, move or fight, move or fight.
Or fight.
Yeah. Or yeah. I can double check that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to double check that because everything else has been balanced somewhat. That would be the best form of dealing damage to any unit in the game. Is if you can fight 3 times in a row.
Fight. Okay. The model may take up to 2 move actions and 1 more melee action. Each unused move action may be used for an additional melee action.
So melee is literally the most powerful way of dealing damage in the game.
So I can attack you 3 times. Yeah. Yeah.
I was on board with this game until
Until my little dog guy is gonna chew you up.
no, because now
Mm-hmm.
I will build my entire army to just fight in melee.
Yeah.
Like, and that's all it will do is just get into melee and fight. Because if I can deal 3 defense damage to you in 1 turn off
Yeah.
of melee,
Yeah.
why would I do anything else?
Holding objectives.
But if you're dead,
If you're dead,
then what do I have to? You see what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, I hear what
that
you're saying.
game's wildly OP
Yeah.
compared to, like, the shooting has been pretty
Yeah.
balanced. It's growing on me, the way that the shooting interacts, and then the pre-saving and like that stuff's been growing on me. But having the ability to, because you can't shoot when you take an aim action,
No.
right?
No.
You can't shoot. So why should you be able to fight?
Each unused move action
Is a fight. No, it's pretty clear
can
what
be
you're
used,
reading.
used as an additional melee action. Melee actions can be taken before, between, or after move actions.
Or strung together.
Yeah.
By the way that's written.
This move may move in base context.
So yes, by the way it's written, you can do 3 melee actions against me right now. So what is your damage?
I needed 9s.
9s? Oh yeah. You need 9s.
So I got 1 and a 3.
Okay. What's damage?
Oh, 5.
8, 7, 8, 4.
So you negated that one.
Yep.
So the next one, need 9s again.
Now, does that happen for just the 1 melee action that I'm blocking, or is that until?
I don't know. I don't know if you just spend an impetus or an activation for every melee action.
Well, what does it say on the reaction? Does it say until next activation, or until? Does it have any kind of untils at the end of it?
React to targeted by an enemy fight action.
An enemy fight action.
Yeah.
So 1. So now you're on 7th.
Unless you spend an impetus.
Which I'm not, because I have only 1 left.
So now I need 7.
Yep.
So I got 1. Oh, wait, no. You got 1.
You got 1.
Yep. 1 is
damage?
5.
5. Oh.
So you take the
shock. The 10.
Yep.
We both know you've already won the game.
So you take an extra defense down and a system down.
Okay, so he's dead. So yeah, that fight is absolutely. People are going to break that.
Yeah.
That is going to break.
Because I've thought about that. If I can get the Zeo into combat.
If you get any of them into combat.
Yeah, because the Zeo coming in and being able to hit 3 times.
Yeah. But like,
because I, my thought just now was like, I'm either going to make you get rid of all your impetuses, or
let's
kill your guy.
Yeah, exactly. So let's say we're going to, my Zeo is going to take combat blades as a component, which gives me a +1 melee stat.
Yep.
Right? And then he is going to take combat blades, which is +2 melee, 7 impact, -1 die armor. And he gets 5 melee attacks. So I have 7 melee attacks.
Wait, why do you get 7 or you rolled 7 dice?
Right. So my veteran pilot gets 5 attacks base.
Yep.
Plus combat blades, which gives me +1 melee, so that goes up to 6.
Yep.
And then I get the combat blade, which gives me melee +2 dice, so 8. I get to roll 8 dice 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
And you're rolling against 7 impact and -1 armor dice. So that is more powerful than
any of the guns.
Any of the guns.
Any shooting combination
By
of shooting. Yeah.
I only got to get 2. And let's say I take combat blades and then I take thrusters, which gives me 1 of my speed stats. So now my veteran is moving at 9 inches.
Okay.
So that's 18 inches I'm moving
Mm-hmm.
into melee combat.
Yeah.
And then I get, for that first melee, I get 8 attacks. Whatever I'm fighting against is probably going to lose a defense. And then the next round, because you're not killing me that round, you're either going to have to move away,
Yeah.
or I'm going to absolutely wreck whatever's in front of me in the next round. Because that's 8, 16, 24 dice that I'm going to shoot at you. And
Yeah.
the chances of you saving that many statistically, we're getting into Warhammer fucking numbers here now.
Oh.
Right? So I think melee is definitely something they're going to have to refine or change.
Yeah, it did seem the way that played out, because I saw that it was like 3 attacks, and I'm like,
Or they make an aim shot be able to let you shoot 3 times.
Oh.
One or the other. Like,
you got to balance out.
Personally, I think it should go down to 1 melee attack per round at a +1 or +2 melee.
Sure.
So you get an extra dice.
You get an extra die for every movement you sacrifice. Unused movement gives you an extra plus to the die.
Or target down or something like you lower your target's target by 1 per movement not used, right?
Oh.
Something along those lines, because being able to melee.
Yeah. That is pretty. I mean, it's
especially if your evade and your reaction, which costs an impetus, only lasts for 1 of those actions. Like,
would it make a difference, you think, if it accounted for your reaction, your defensive reaction counted for everything done in that fight?
Fight phase?
Fight phase, fight action.
Considering I went from a 7 to a 9, I think that would help. Yeah, absolutely. Do I think that would balance it out? No.
Because 9 is bad. I mean, it was realistically because I had I had Support Hunter.
Well, that should let you re-roll.
That gives me the re-rolls. That means it's not quite as scary to say I need 9s and 10s. I'm like, well, I got a little bit better of a chance.
Because I can re-roll them.
I can re-roll it.
Absolutely.
So that made me a little bit more confident. If I was just going straight in with 9s.
Right.
That would be tough.
That would be tough.
There's a good chance you just...
And how many dice did you roll the first time for your first 3 attacks? So it was only three dice for your first melee attack?
Mm-hmm.
So 3, 6, 9 dice.
Yeah.
So you would have had 9 dice that you would have been hitting on. So another way you could balance it out is just a +1 dice per move not used, right? So instead of hitting on 9 dice, you're hitting on like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Right? Bring it up to par with some of the guns, but not nearly as... Now I have 32 dice that I can roll, and this is quick.
Because realistically, you could theoretically do 6 damage. Yeah, I mean, if you get the right combat roll.
Because it's 1 defense per attack round, or per attack action.
I mean, and especially then if you're rolling 10s or you're doing a system down, and there's already a system down on there. Now you're doing.
Yep.
Yeah, you could easily. I can see 4 or 5.
Yep.
Wounds being,
100%
defense downs being dropped onto a target, which is you can't do with shooting.
Now, do they specify that you have to declare whether you're moving, attacking, moving? Because let's say, for example, I charge in, or we're already in base contact. I attack, I kill you. Use a move to another one of your models, kill that fucking thing, right?
It sounds like you can chain it like that.
Right.
So I run up, kill a guy.
Which, again,
kill another guy.
Makes melee vastly more important than shooting.
Yeah.
Which,
because because we started in base contact. I fight, kill him.
Yep.
Then
you can move.
I can move to somebody else and attack them.
Right. Which is melee, I think, needs to be refined. Because the triple melee actions, getting to fight 3 times in a row like that.
Now, it's interesting. It says, if a model begins its activation in base contact with one or more enemy models, it must use this activation to take a melee action.
Okay. So you must.
So, like, if you had activated your guy, you can't run away.
I have to.
You
melee.
can fight, then run.
Thematically, I suppose you can like.
There's no like withdrawal. If I'm reading that right, it sounds like there's no like disengage from close combat.
Right. So that just kind of is like a I need to kick you in the balls before I run away type deal.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of thematically what they were going on about, but so overall, I think the game is actually in a fairly decent state.
Yeah.
Do
you think immediately? Yeah. So we were talking previously, yesterday, we were talking about the idea that you can only do 1 damage. Does that seem as crippling in this? Ignoring what we found out with melee.
No. It's still awkward, or it still feels a bit awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that might just come down to some of the other games that we play that are more
brutal,
deadly, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely.
So,
I mean, a lot of the games we are playing, somebody gets shot, they die.
It definitely feels like a much slower paced games. But with that said,
we've been playing.
I think it works.
Yeah, I mean, we've been going for about 2 hours.
Yeah, but we've been.
I'm just saying. You're right.
Rules loitering and trying to figure stuff out. So I think if we were cruising and we kind of already,
I think we could have done this in an hour without having.
Less than an hour.
Easy. Yeah.
Less than an hour.
I thought only having 2 regroups would not give us enough to do.
I honestly,
I think that worked fine.
The same thing.
But that actually, I think there's plenty going on with all those impetus points.
Right.
That really comes in, and it's like, oh,
yeah.
I was a little concerned about how this worked out. Well, us just basically, boom, boom.
Or we just spent like 10 minutes shooting back and forth at each other. Yeah.
And it's like I don't know if that's a rule problem or it's just us being stubborn.
It might just be us being stubborn, right?
Because I wanted him to go away,
and I wanted you to go away, right?
Yeah.
But that's the thing is that might be something that they are going to iron out.
Yeah.
With melee, right? I think I'm not sure how to feel about the dice equating out to 1 damage, but I will say that the pace of the game felt good.
Yeah.
Right? Like the damage felt like it was coming properly. Like I felt like I was taking an appropriate amount of damage here. I felt like all my dudes were appropriately healthed. Like these guys, you throw a stiff wind at them and they're dead. Oh, hey.
You're not recording.
No. Missed a lot of my funny faces. But I'm still voicing, so you still got the voice.
I got the voice when you cut out.
The drones got whiffed at, they died, which I felt like should have been a thing. This dude got munched. He did some work, not a lot of work. I think effectiveness of units could potentially go up and interactions.
This one died too. When did that one?
Well.
All right. Well, it was
fun.
It was fun.
I mean, if at the end of the day, I think if a game is fun and you have fun learning it and playing it with a friend, game did its job.
I think so. I think so. Now, this goes in Kickstarter. I'm curious. You saw some of those other files. That other one I sent you, that the big one with the big.
Yeah, I actually, if I can get a clean STL of that, I would like to paint that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's where that one's coming from, but I saw that it's one of the previews.
If you happen to get it and you're willing to print me a copy, without.
Yeah, I don't even know what forces. That's one of these forces, or that's somebody else.
I'd do a showcase model on that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. If I get the model in hand and it's still as cool as it looked on the thing, then I would try and do a showcase piece with that.
All right. Well, till next time. This has been Grover.
You can't see me, but I'm waving.
You're waving at a camera that's not recording.
Correct.
All right.
But I'm still waving.